Hi friends, today what we are going to do is we are going to do a lesson on shapes. Okay, so let's see the supplies that we need. We need paper. I'm using half a paper. We need crayons. We need marker, and I have something to practice draw. You can either have your whiteboard or a scrap paper. Okay, so before we get into the lesson, let's talk about shapes. I know you guys would be knowing what shapes are because you had been learning about shapes for a long time, right? So shapes are lines that are closed. If a line is not closed, it is not a shape. But if a line is closed, then you get a shape. Right? The shapes are divided into two categories. One is geometric shape, or you can call it regular shape or inorganic shape. Inorganic or regular. So these are the three names it go by. Another set of another category you can put the shapes is in, they're called organic. Why do I always put organic shapes, or you can call them irregular. Irregular spelling is there to I. Let me check. I'm very bad in spelling. To R. Irregular shapes. So these are the two categories you can put the shapes in: geometric, inorganic or regular shapes, or organic shapes, or another name is irregular shape. So what are geometric shape? Geometric shapes or regular shapes are like triangle, circle, diamond, any shape that you use in math or man-made shapes, right? So these shapes, when somebody say triangle, everyone know what a triangle is and they draw a triangle. Everyone identify this shape as a circle, this as a diamond, right? So these are the geometric shape. And irregular shapes are shapes that are irregular. Each person will draw it in a different way. For example, inorganic shapes are like cloud. Someone might draw the cloud this way, someone's cloud maybe this way. So there is no regular shape for the thing. Okay, so these shapes, irregular shapes, are the shapes you usually see in nature, like okay, seahorse. Maybe like each person may draw a seahorse in a different way. Then they are not cookie cutter shapes. They're like flowers, butterflies, clouds, things like that. Okay, so these are the two categories. Now what we're going to do today is so now we know these two shapes and two categories, the organic and inorganic, or the geometric and inorganic shape. Now what we're going to do is, like, there have been different artists who have used these organic or inorganic shapes and made art with. Anything can be drawn with just shapes, right? If you know the shapes, you can draw with that. Without shapes, you can't draw anything. So there are artists who have used inorganic shapes and they have become very famous. One such artist is Joan Miró. Okay, so this artist, he used a lot of in organic shape. He is a Spanish painter, and he's from Barcelona. So he used to first, when he started doing art, he was imitating Vincent van Gogh, okay, and another artist called Paul Cézanne. Later on, he was influenced by surrealism, which is it's like imaginary art. It's like an art made out of things that you see in dreams, okay, or things that you see only in your imagination. This is like a whimsical abstract paintings using just line, shape, and color. So he liked this kind of painting, and so he started using shapes and started making art to tell stories. So we are going to draw just like Joan Miró, okay, and let's see how to do that, okay. So Joan Miró, he used so let's first place the paper like this, okay. So he used simple shapes like triangle, oblong, or peanut, like a peanut shape, to create head. So if we are drawing a person, we'll start with the head, right? So let's see some of the so triangle, you can use a triangle or a peanut shape or an oblong shape to create the head. Or let me look at some of his other pictures and see what are the shapes you can use for his hair, head. So I'll put down the shapes like a triangle shape, or you can use rounded triangles. That this is more like the corners are rounded, so this is like a organic shape, right? And then he used oblong shapes, then he used peanut shape, okay, you can turn it around also if you want. So these are some of the shapes that you're going to use for the head. And for the body, almost similar shapes. You can use any of these shapes, or maybe you can even, he has used shape like a heart, like that, also for the body, and a peanut like this. So this is for the body. Any of this can be used for the body. For the head, you can use any of this, okay. So let's start drawing. So I'm going to leave some space on top, maybe here, and then I'm going to start using the drawing the head. So we are going to create the head. It can be straight, it can look like it is tilted, so maybe I'm going to make a tilted head, okay. Now I'm going to make the body. Remember the shapes that I showed you for the body, you can choose one from that. I'm going to use this shape, okay. Now let's add legs, arms, hair, eyes, and other things, okay. So legs, let me look at the pictures and then maybe let's draw the eyes. So the eyes, you can draw 2 dots like that for the eyes, or you can have eyes this way, or you can have eyes like that, or you can have eyes this way, okay. So and then there is some, so you have the eyes, then let's draw the nose. So then choose one. So I'm going to use this, okay. Now let's choose a nose. So the nose, you can go like that, like that, and then you can connect it like this. Nostrils like that. Maybe like that, or like this. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So we have the nose now. So we have that. Now we need, I'm going to, the legs. So the legs, you can either, let me go give you the option. So one option is like this. Okay, and another option I saw here somewhere. You can like that. So one would be in this way. Two, let me look at another picture. Okay, one more is like J. This is more like an L. This is more like a J. All right. So maybe we'll stop with 3. And for the arms, so let me put one of that here. Okay, for the arms, you can one way, second way, third way, fourth is like a this, like a hook. Okay, got the options. So I'm going to go with this one. So then on the head he has like additional things, this things like that. Maybe I'll add a few, maybe like that, or just like this. Okay, or on the sides like this instead of, so on the top like this, or top just like this, or on the sides like that, like a whisker. Okay, so now what else is remaining? Yeah, so once we have all this, we need to draw the background, right? So to draw the background, you can leave it as simple as you want, or you can add like shapes and lines to the background. So he used some special shapes. Maybe I'm going to add this line like that to make it look a horizon line, to make it look like he's standing on the ground. And then maybe I'll add another line like this, so we can divide this into, we are going to do a simple and Miró thing, and then we can put some dots like that. Okay, so that's the simplest thing that we can do. So let's just stick to that. So hope you guys got an idea on how to do this, and now let's do this on the paper. So remember the options that I gave for the head. We had so many options. You can choose some of any of those, and then you can draw the head. I'm going to draw the head that I showed, like a oblong, or maybe this time I'll draw it like a peanut shape. Okay, up here in this corner, or you can put it right in the middle. It doesn't matter. Then the body, I'm going to make more like a rounded triangle. I had shown you the examples how to draw the thing like a rounded triangle, like a heart shape, then peanut, oblong shape, all those, right? So but I'm using a rounded triangle. Okay, now let's add the legs. Now the hands. So maybe this is the one that I'm choosing. Now for the eyes and the nose and the mouth, there was some options. Choose one of the eyes that you want. I'm going to stick to the round eyes. And this nose. Okay, now you can add the antenna like thing coming out of the head or from the side. It's up to you. I'm going to make this way. What else is remaining? Okay, we need the horizon line. And then I'm going to draw a line coming like that, like dividing this. Okay, so once you reach the person, you stop. Okay, next what you're going to do is remember, you can put like simple shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put circles. The circle, the whole thing, you can color it black, or you can draw another circle inside, and then one side can be black and you can use some other colors outside. Okay, this one can be completely black, so I'm going to completely make it black. This one I'm dividing into like that. So these are the 3 circles. Once you're done with that, we are going to color this. Okay, so I'm going to take my crayons and marker. The body, you're going to divide this into you can either have it just one color. So Miró has some of his pictures, the body is entirely one color, but if you want the body to be like multiple colors, you can divide the torso into different sections. Okay, maybe I'll leave it one color. Let me show you how to divide this into sections on this one. So if you want to divide this into sections, you can draw lines like that. That will be, and then each section you can color a different color. Okay, so it's up to you. I'm going to color this entirely one color, and let me look at the picture that I was imitating. Okay, so now let's start coloring this. So the biggest sections, it's better for you to color with the crayons, and the smaller section, it is better for you to color with the marker. But before you start, I want you guys to take the black marker and then go over all the lines so that the lines stand out. this shape is like a shape that you would only see in your dreams or in your imagination, right? So I think this was done when he started imitating artists who did surrealism. That is the like a imaginary type of art. Okay, so outline everything, all the lines, and then you are going to start coloring. So any section that is small, maybe these are small sections, I can color with the marker. I don't, if in case you have divided the body into sections, you can color the small sections also with color. So here I'm going to use a few colors too. Whatever color you want, go ahead, use that. Maybe the eyes are purple. It looks more of a black now. I don't have any more small sections, so I'm going to color the rest of my art with crayons. So I'm going to put this away. Take this set. I'm just imitating his art. So one of the picture that I'm looking has a red body, so I'm just putting red. I'm trying to color it nicely so that you don't see much of white showing through. So if it was a marker, it would take more time to color this. Okay, so that's why we are using crayon. You can choose any color you have to color this. Okay, I'm going to use green to color the legs. So because green is the opposite color in the color wheel to red, it stands out more, right? So I want the legs to stand out nice and bright next to the torso or the body. Now let's color the head. I'm going to use yellow. You don't have to use yellow, you can use whatever color you want. I'm using yellow because when Miró did that way. How do we say his name? Let me check.
Spanish, Juan Miró.
Juan Miró. Okay. Juan Miró. So that's how you say his name, Juan Miró. Okay. So now let's color the background. The body is done, right? So now the background. One of the section is green, one section is blue. So I'm going to put this section blue. The reason is yellow and blue will stand out well. You can use whatever color you want for the Juan Miró background. So art is divided into like different periods, and during each period, like somebody, it's like when we say the time before the computer, or the time when there is like people started using mobile phones, or the time before that. So just like that, there had been like, oh, the fire, when people invented fire, and then the invention of the wheel. So things that happened during that time, just like that, art is like divided into periods. Okay, so sometimes people like try out art from before their time period, and then their style is more like that, and then they, after some time, they try out art from another period, and then they like that, and then all the art during that person's, that stage of life, would be influenced by that style. Okay, so that is what happened with Juan Miró. First, he was influenced by post-impression art, right? Like the art done by Vincent van Gogh, Paul Cézanne, and all that. And he used to do a lot of art based on that, like imitating that type of art. Then he got interested in surrealism, and then he started doing a lot of art based on that style. So here, let me color this properly. You could have even colored this with watercolor, but watercolor, there is not that many options, like only dark green, or you can make light green by adding more water. But here you could, the crayons, there is more options, right? You guys, I have more. This is a 16 count crayons box. I think yours is 24. So you guys have more colors to choose from. That's why we are using crayons today. Okay. Okay, maybe this whole section I'll make it blue. So if you look closely, like your art itself, like when you were like some years younger, you guys are still very young. So when you were maybe 4, you were influenced by maybe what you saw. Maybe what you saw more during that time was like picture books or cartoons, and then your style of drawing was based on that. And then as you grew bigger, you started looking at art. Like I've seen, like sometimes kids when they are in 2nd, 3rd, 4th and all, they are so much influenced by manga style. Maybe they are more into, they get influenced by that because they see more of they read more of manga books during that age group or something. So your art also evolves. So just like that, this is how the human nature is. Okay, so my art is done. I hope you guys had fun learning about shapes and learning about this artist whose name is Juan Miró. Okay, and so this artist is a Spanish painter. He lived very long back in 1893. No, he was born in 1893. Okay, and then he lived very long ago. And then hope you guys had fun drawing in his style. And I would like you guys to send me your finished work. Take a picture of this and email me in the email address that you see at the end of the video. So till we meet next week, bye-bye.